this is Lady Boulay, and I hope you're having a great day. Thank you for your support. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for your thumbs up, for your comments, and thank you for sharing the videos. Thank you for all you do to support the channel. And yes, we are commanded to love one another, whether we want to or not, or whether we agree with each other or not. I came across a tape of our beloved Muhammad Ali from back in 1974. And he was saying something that we touch upon today, but we don't take it seriously anymore. Somewhere along the way, we decided that might not be the right course for us to take, because we want to be integrated. We want to be integrated, and we want to nest in the comfort of whatever the white man has created, apparently. But in 1974, Muhammad Ali was speaking what we call today black empowerment, and he sounded real. So I'm going to let you listen to it, and then I'll come back and say some more about it.
Everything hangs out with its own. White people, culture's different from black people. Puerto Ricans and Indonesians cannot integrate. Egyptians and Germans cannot integrate. Australians and Mexicans cannot integrate. They have different foods, they have different music, different cultures. See, you white and I'm black. If white people have a party tonight and black people have a party, the party will be 100% different. The music, I go in a white restaurant, we integrate today, right? You go in a white restaurant, you got to look all day on the jukebox to find some music.
No. At our party, we'll have Aretha Franklin, Stevie Wonder,
let me tell you now, if I go play a jukebox in a white restaurant, anybody black Italian here, you got to look all over that box for some black music. Hank Snow, Johnny Cash,
Josh White.
All kind of names I ain't never heard of. You know, when that train comes around that mountain, when that train comes, and the truck's driving. So what I'm saying is, ain't nothing wrong with that music, but that fits the white culture. You go in our joints, oh baby, don't leave. Oh, I cried all night. Who's that running out of my back door, honey? Oh. But see, those are our problems. So we can't integrate.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna never have no peace. The culture, the nature's different. I don't hate you. We can eat in your restaurant. We want to marry your women. We got your women now. It ain't nothing we can't do today. But these things the dog got. I see dogs on television eating out of the same plate with white people. I see dogs in the buses, and they do everything with the dogs. So I ain't getting nothing the dog ain't got. So really, ain't nothing in this integration. I need some land. I need some jobs. My people need jobs. We need something so we can build and do for ourselves, and we must have some land. 40 million people. You know, it's a lot of Negroes just in New York, in Cleveland, Baltimore, Washington, California. It's a lot of black. Woo, that's a whole nation. 40 million, man. They don't tell you the truth about that. They want us to stop having babies. They
I
give
thought
them
it was
birth
20
control.
million.
They're paying black women
It's
not to have
40
babies
million,
now.
not 20 million?
Yeah, they're paying black women not to have babies now. They got all kind of plans to stop our race.
Well, everyone.
So when we know all of this,
getting into birth
so now
control,
a man with my knowledge, what can you tell a man like me now? What's your suggestion? Ask your question. Okay, you talking to me, not a dumb Negro or pork chop eater, don't know the truth. I'm free now. I woke up. Now, what are you going to tell me now? I done gave you my solution, some land of my own, doing something for myself like you, England, and America do. Now, I know you're not against the black man. I know you're not against me having my land, are you? I know you English the ruled and slaved forever for a long time. But do you still today don't want me to have my own country and build for myself and govern myself? Would you think that's bad if we thought like that? What's your solution to my problem? 1974, white man just flew from New York to England in an hour, less than 2 hours. You all are so progressive. You're walking around on other planets. Now, today, I'm intelligent too now. What's your suggestion? What should be my movement? Integrate?
Yeah, equal rights in a mixed society.
In this society, where you still own the government, you still own the train station, the railroad plant, the lecture plant, these television cameras, you still make all the food, you control everything, and I'm like a leech on a dog's back. All I can do is just wait for you. I can't do nothing for myself. Integrating in your society don't mean I'm doing nothing for myself. You doing it all. I want to do something for myself. I'm tired of depending on you. You might get broke one day. Your stores might close. Your gas pumps might cut off again. I'm relying on you now. Can I have my own land and country?
Well, you've got your own freedom here, for instance. I know you're luckier than many black people in
I'm not
America,
talking
but
about
you're your own
I'm
boss.
speaking for my nation.
I know, I appreciate
If I was
that.
representing just me, I wouldn't be talking like this, because I got it made. I'm talking for my brothers who's out
But
there
I just
catching
don't
up.
see how, Mohammed,
You
I
don't
don't
see
see how you can slice up America into bits and get
Well,
all the
then we
whites
leave.
in one area and all the blacks
Well,
in another.
then we leave then. We leave.
But they'd miss you.
I know it.
1974, America was the year of the Impala Chevrolet. It was the foxiest car there ever was, and everybody was talking about it. I remember that. But America in 1974 was also known for something else. Integration was just kicking up in American schools. This picture was taken in 1957, and this image is ingrained in the minds of black Americans all over this country. This hatred and this meanness that you see on the faces of the people behind this young woman. And that look has not changed. We still see that look when certain things come up in America. And all you heard about from politicians in the 70s was busing, busing, busing. They were all against busing, just like now they're against CRT and DEI, and anything that has to do with black people will set Americans into a frenzy. And you know which Americans I'm talking about. But Muhammad Ali was saying, we don't need to worry about this integration. We need to set ourselves apart and build on our own. Now that's what we're saying now. We need to build. We need to build. But he was saying it in 1974 when it was really time to do it, before we spoiled ourselves with this integration. I don't think that integration in and of itself is so terrible. But I think black people need to have options. When the schools first integrated, we kept our black schools, and some of the black kids went to the so-called white school, and some of the white kids went to the private school. But now, black children, for the most part, don't have any options. And we don't offer them any options as black people. But now it seems like we feel like we can make it in integration. We can make it in integration. We have good jobs, good-looking cars. You can get all the white women you want. If you want a white man, you can go for that. There are no limitations. So the question is, was Muhammad Ali right? Do we need to build an independent infrastructure of our own that's not necessarily independent of the greater white American culture, but a culture that can function on its own if the white American culture collapsed, for instance? Because if it collapsed, we're gonna feel it first. Because other people are doing that. They are living within the society with white Americans in the greater society, but they have an infrastructure whereby they can keep their culture going. And I think about the Chinatowns and the Little Italys and career towns. They make an effort to control their communities and their cultures. But for some reason, we won't solidify a community among ourselves, because the minute we can get a down payment on a house over in the white man's community, we're gone. And has integration helped us or hurt us? I think we've been confused by integration. I think because of the so-called, of the illusion of integration, I feel like many of us feel we don't need to work toward anything for ourselves. So it's black Americans are really at a crossroads. The ones who are not interested in just assimilating into white society. We're at a crossroads. And it seems like right now we don't know what to do. Some type of leadership has to emerge out of where we are now, because we won't always be able to just nest into the comfort of what white Americans have done, because we see that the minute you get comfortable, they'll snatch the rug right out from under you, and then we'll be thinking, well, that was wrong what they did, it was racist. But the answer might be, no, you were too dependent on them in the first place. Now, I'm going to say something, and I know it'll be controversial, but I'm going to say it. Black Americans have the skills, the knowledge, the know-how, and the energy to build any kind of community that we want to build, but we don't trust each other. We're concerned about crime. We're concerned about people not doing what's right. So this is what I believe. If Black Americans ever were in a position where we had to govern ourselves without the white man overseeing us, we would have to have martial law for at least the first 50 to 75 years. It would take us that long for the majority. And I'm not talking about everybody. I'm talking about to respect each other, to respect the boundaries, to respect the laws that we put into place. We would have to have some type of military overseeing for a while. I say 50 to 75. It might be 25, but I don't think 25 years would do it. And I think it's because of the system of slavery that we came out of. Too many of us decided that we don't have to respect each other. Having a society where you have no police and no military would be wonderful, but we have become spoiled. And I think that it would take some kind of overseeing for many of us who want to just live in peace. Because look at what's going on in the cities now. Many of us live peacefully among each other, but just as sure as somebody thinks that they can come in and create chaos, I think they would do it. So I think we would have to be under martial law, but we deserve to have an opportunity to live and to breathe. Maybe we wouldn't need that. I don't know, but you let me know what you think about this, because I think Muhammad Ali was right. And if we had done that before the drugs and the guns and all this other stuff entered our society, it might be possible to build a society without all of these other constraints like the police and the military. But we're too far gone now. But I think that if we had a chance to build our own society, I still think that we could build a society where we could be at peace with each other. That would be what I would want. But I think it would take a lot of training and a lot of discipline on all of our parts. And we would have to and make rules that we're willing to follow. I agree with Muhammad Ali. We need a chance to have our own nation. But what would it look like and what would we be like? Okay, y'all, let me know what you think about this. Thank you for listening. Subscribe to the channel. Give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment. Share the video. And as always, have a great day.